Welcome back to Light Talk, where the paranormal and the supernatural is a part of our everyday lives. We have a wonderful Reiki master with us today, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So, welcome to the show and go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Reiki Master Chrystal Meach. I've been doing Reiki since 2016 when I became a Reiki Master. Um, yeah, I mean, we can just jump right in if you want.
Yeah, we can do that.
Um, it's kind of a crazy story how I got started with Reiki. My brother-in-law was dying of cancer, and what happened was we didn't want him to suffer anymore. And there was about 20 of us in the room, and this Catholic priest came in to give him his last rites. And I can tell you that everyone could feel the change in the air. It was almost like spirit was with us at that moment. And once the last rites were given, it was like he was suddenly at peace. And we all went home that night thinking that he would pass in the night peacefully. But when we came back the next day, he was sitting up in his hospital bed. And, he didn't remember anything about the previous day. And it was a miracle. I mean, he lived another 3 weeks. I started to have dreams at that point, and they were just beautiful dreams. One was a bright light, it was blindingly white, and I asked, "Why am I here?" And the voice back to me said, "You are here to heal." And I woke up with warm hands. I was, left with so many questions, like, am I healing myself or others? Um, all of it. And it turned out the answer was all of it because as I started to learn, it's not necessarily that I'm healing the people on the table, they're actually healing me. Um, but yeah, I went on to learn Reiki, but I had a corporate career and I had a daughter after all this happened, and it all came crashing down one day, including my marriage. So I knew that I came here to do this work, and there were so many bumps in the road, I'll say, and things would show up where I'd be like, I have no idea how to do this, and it would turn out. Another, like after I went through uh, my corporate career falling down and my marriage falling down, um, I lost everything in the divorce. And um, I did get my daughter um, back, I'll say. Um, and through all that, last year, I couldn't pay for my rent. And when that happened, I was evicted. And that was terrible for me. But my Reiki clients showed up to help me. And at first, it was pretty dire. Like, it started out just being I went to an Airbnb and I didn't know how long I would be there because the person that was going to give me the apartment had to move out first because he was going through a divorce. And yeah, I was in this Airbnb and we ended up staying longer than we thought. And the owner came back and he was like, well, I can help you if you want to continue to do Reiki. And so it was just amazing how people just suddenly showed up and I was like, what? Like, this doesn't happen. Like,
Right.
most people are pretty, they'll end up in a shelter or,
Mhm.
wherever else. But yeah, so then I continued to do it and I'm still doing it today. I have a handful of clients and then I also have cleaning clients and a little bit of coaching, but things are moving and I meditate every day. I obviously am grateful for all that's happened and it's amazing how people show up. Like another person that showed up in my life is a man named Vijay, and he's from India. And he showed up at my door one day and he said, I'm here to teach you the teachings from my grandmother from ancient India because of all the things that have happened in your life, you never wished it on another person. And so the more that I worked with him, because India, the ways of Indian medicine are a little different than Western medicine, and they're a little different than Reiki. Reiki comes from Japan. But as I started working with the chakras and working with him, I started to be able to see color on the body and work with the chakras. And then I was able to see where there's blockages in those chakras. But a lot of the work, just like with Reiki, first starts within, with on your own body. And then you're able to see it on other people, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So that was a lot all at once.
Oh no,
So
you're fine.
I'll slow down.
So, so you got going on it, and you're still building clients, right?
Yes.
Awesome. And then you're going through this. So, what kinds of things do you see besides color on the person? And how does the color come about?
Well, it's kind of like through your third eye. So you concentrate on the body. And for me, it's like feeling the body. And as I feel it through my hand, in the third eye, I can start to see the color. And a gray color is kind of an indication of a blockage for me. Pink is more like a bonding color. Green, I see a lot of greens in the heart chakra, and then yellow in the solar plexus. But it all comes from me touching, but it's all through the third eye that I can see what's going on. It's very interesting.
Yeah. And do
And
you see? Oh, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was just I was just gonna say, like a lot of times I'll have a person on my table. For example, I had someone recently that had plantar fasciitis. So their foot, they had a lot of pain in their foot. So I had worked with this pain, which it kind of showed up as a gray and brownish color. And at the end of the session, they could walk again, which was great. But that's kind of like where they have to take over and do their own healing because I can show them the feeling of being healed, but um, you are your own healer, truly. And that's said with Indian medicine, that's said with Reiki. Um, and I think that's kind of different as compared to going to your doctor for healing. It's
Yes,
and I'm not,
absolutely.
yeah, and I'm not saying that people shouldn't go to their doctor. I'm just saying that you're more of an advocate for your health when you take ownership of your body.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've learned here recently about putting more love into your body, loving your body more, loving everything about yourself. And that really seems to be helping me out on some of my aches here and there. So yeah, I mean, just giving your body more love, letting it know you love it and not just say, hey, well, you're hurting. That you're always hurting. It's like, I love you. I love what you're doing for me. I love that we are all as one working together, that kind of thing.
yeah, well, I can say two things about what you just said. First of all, a lot of the teachings from Grandmaster monks in Eastern Tibet, they all, the healing really is like concentrating love on a person. So ex that's exactly what you said. Um, and then secondly, your body is always serving you. So if you have pain, it's just telling you where you need to have more tenderness with yourself. And so if we look at it that way, it's much easier than hating your body because the more you hate your body, the more your body shows up as hated. So
Right.
it's quite literal.
Yeah. I'm learning that. It's been pretty amazing and just not having all that pain when you're and when I do start feeling that, I go back into this little mantra that I've started doing and it's like, oh wow, it's gone. It's
Totally.
cool. It's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it's amazing. So, and that just points to again, we all have the ability to heal. And
Yeah.
like a lot of people see cancer as um, something they need to get rid of. And really, the cancer is there to tell you something. And I think a lot of people don't see it that way in Western medicine.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that they look at it as such a negative thing and all of this, but yeah, it can be it's part of your contract, isn't it? Part of that. And then it's how you've been treating your body and how you're thinking about your body. So
yes.
giving that love is allowing your body to heal because it's feeling loved. It wants to do it's like us, if we're not feeling like we're a part of anything, then we kind of like scoot out and we don't want to be there. But if you're feeling the love, your body, it's yeah, I'll do anything for that.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
and another thing is like us feeling whole. Like, oh, there's so many ways that we learn in this world that we're not whole, and that's such an illusion.
right. we have to be perfect and we have to be this and we have to be that. And yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So, and having these aches and all, that can actually come from like your inner child or a past life, and it can um, be there from any other state of your being. So, I mean, you have to work with all of that too to help it heal. Gotta love all of it.
Yes. Um, you're making me think of Harry Potter. My daughter's into Harry Potter right now, and we had to watch Harry Potter this weekend, like a Harry Potter marathon. And she was never into it. She's 10 now. Before, and I remember in high school, um, there was a girl in my class reading Harry Potter. And that was like 25 years ago. So, but I never got into it. And now
Yeah.
I've watched the Harry Potter series, and I think it's the last one, the seventh video or the seventh um, of the series movie, where they're talking about Harry Potter is retrieving his soul. So there's all these parts of his soul, and he's actually a part of the Voldemort, the villain.
Yeah,
It's very
I
interesting.
haven't watched
Yeah,
any of it. So
I know. Now I need to read it to really understand it. But I was like, whoa. And you mentioned past lives, because some people don't even realize. I mean, if someone told me that now, I definitely would believe it. But, like 10 years ago, I I would have been like, what do you mean a past life is affecting me now? And that's huge. I mean, the Akashic Records is a huge part of, what is not acceptable in our society to talk about. But I think it's more and more people are looking into it.
yeah, yeah, it's more known now than it was in the past. Yeah, just in the what 5 years I've been into all of this. It I've learned so much, and I would never have known anything about the Akashic records. And I
However you
barely
say it.
even,
I don't know. Is it
however,
Akashic,
yeah,
Akashic?
yeah. However, when I first learned about this and about 5 years ago, I had no idea about any of this stuff. And it is amazing. And it's so, my word for it anymore is addictive. I mean, it is, you get into it and there's so much to learn about it. And you'll never learn all of it, but it's so cool. It's so cool.
So um have you done like a past life regression or like Akashic record sessions or
I had the one that kind of introduced all of this to me. He did an off the wall kind of past life with me, and it was just a short one, but I did get two lives that came through. Yeah, yeah, and
oh, cool.
I have this feeling, and I've gotten information that I feel like I was Laura Ingalls in on Little House on the Prairie. I was
Oh,
Laura,
cool.
and a friend of mine in this life was Nellie. So it's really kind of interesting how that goes. And I love that movie. So, I mean, or the show, I love it. And so I feel like there's something going with that show and me because it just, I just love being in that time frame.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool. And do you feel when you received that, did you feel like there was a lesson, or it was more about you just knowing that there was another life?
So far, just knowing that there's another life, it's really kind of funny because Laura turns out to be a teacher. I've always wanted to be a teacher. Yeah, I was a 1-year-old teacher for a while, but so I had my time as a teacher, and I'm still an educator. I still like
Mhm.
to educate everything I know. So we both have that, which makes it really kind of interesting. Um, she's a little tomboy. I grew up as a tomboy, and we have some similarities, but yeah,
Interesting.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
So I don't know. So I don't know how what if that's true or not. If that's something that I actually heard or actually was downloaded, but I don't know. I don't know. I did my last life, or one of my past lives that I did see is in that era. And I was male and I was hung. Um, I have a feeling I shot somebody, and I still see the Little House on the Prairie. You look out on that plain right there, and they had that big tree that's on their land, and that's what it looked like to me. So I was hanging from the tree and looking out along the prairie and hearing the men and behind me chattering away. So yeah, really cool.
Do you know why you died?
No, I have the feeling um, that it was something to do with my wife. Um, Either this man was trying to hurt her, or she was cheating on me or something. There's something along with this other guy that I had to I didn't have to, but I bought a rifle just to do this.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I walked into the general store. I bought the rifle. I walked out of town, and next thing I was seeing was me in a tree.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Hmm.
crazy. But yeah, I love that
Huh.
time frame. I think it would be so much fun to be actually working for your food and having, a small town kind of feel,
Mhm.
It's kind of fun. I like it.
Yeah, I never really got into Little House on the Prairie, but I always watched Anne of Green Gables,
Okay. Okay. That's
which is
kind of,
similar. I mean, it
yeah,
kind
I
of.
was going to say, yeah. Yeah, I didn't watch that one very much, but I had to get my little house in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that was really really interesting. Really interesting. Yeah. So maybe I could be start working into educating others, which I am looking at. I am looking at trying to start up a class next year on just the basics of um, like your chakras, getting the basics down with that, getting the basics down with different little stones, just your basic information that when you're just starting, you're gonna have these like little questions. What is the chakras? What is, how does this all work? What is meditation? What is this? What is that? What are the clairs?
Yeah, and what source do you go to? when you are interested in it?
When I'm interested in it, I do a lot of YouTube looking around. I do have some books of like my chakra books, you know, things like that that I'm looking into and kind of helps me out. I did do a course that to learn how to read oracle cards. So I have some information with that that's coming through and to help out with the clairs and to kind of give them a, you know, practice a little bit with that. So yeah, learning, yeah,
There's
just the
so
kind
many
of the basic.
oracle cards.
Oh yes, yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
is there
ton
a
of them out
favorite
there.
deck that you use?
I do like the ones that I had my class with. She has her own deck, and
Ooh,
this is
pretty.
it. And these are
Beautiful.
purely intuitive oracle decks. And this is by Kim Nichols. I
Okay.
use those, and I use Doreen Virtual's. I use these cards a lot too.
Okay.
So those are some of mine. I've just recently got some, and I'm looking at trying to get my own oracle cards coming out here, hopefully next year. So I'm looking into all that. So I'm excited.
So how does, if you're gonna do your own deck, like how do you come up with what comes through, like to be part of that deck?
I am really working at that. These are going to be more like the pictures in my background here. Um, so I'm trying to kind of look at them and just what comes to me, what is something that people are going to be able to get information out of, because there's going to be a wide variety of different pictures that will be inspirational. So yeah, I'm still
Okay.
at the beginning, so I'm still kind of looking at them and kind of seeing, you know, what's going to work, what won't, you know. So how is this going to work with other people? So I'm still at the beginning of it, but hopefully to get there.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so there's Oracle and then there's Tarot. Like, so have you delved into Tarot too, or is it more just Oracle or
More Oracle at this point, but I do have a tarot card deck, and I do have a friend that's teaching me a little bit about it. So I'm dabbling in
oh
it.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So yeah. Do you do card readings?
Um, I don't like advertise for them, but yeah, I love tarot.
Okay.
Um, Paul Foster Case is kind of the person I'm interested in. He came to me during the pandemic, and I was in this old bookstore, and it was like, pick up that yellow book, my intuition said. And I went over there, and it was called The Tarot. And I didn't know anything about Paul Foster Case or tarot or anything at the time. And it took me 3 months just to read the introduction. Like I had to read it over and over and over again in order to even understand what he was talking about.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, and I kept at it because like he has, there's like Rider Waite versus Aleister Crowley's. So it's like two different, but they're similar, but also different.
Hmm.
And then there's all these blinders. Like sometimes they put the major arcana in different order. And so it's kind of interesting how Paul Foster Case, tries to set the record straight, and he has his own um, builders of the Adytum group that, have carried on his legacy. Um, but yeah, it's interesting. Like, um, and his view of the tarot is fascinating too. Like, the 22 major arcana, you start with the first seven plus the zero card. And that's the laws of the cosmos. That's what he calls it. And
Okay.
then the next seven are the agencies through which those laws work. And then
Oh, wow.
the final tableau is um, how it affects. And it gets deeper after that. But like an example would be like the magician card. So the laws of the magician, and if you look at the magician card, you can kind of see how as above, so below.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's bringing whatever he wants into his world, basically, from above. And then the second card would have been the lion, the strength card. So the agency of strength, and then the effect being 15, the devil. And so the first laws that you learn through Paul Foster Case's work is how we see through illusion and um, and how we create that illusion in our reality and the suffering that we have. And so unbinding that and it's it's just amazing. Like it's so deep and I often look for people that can even go that deep to really understand. But, like yourself, you're doing oracle readings, and that's a different level of depth. Like, oracle readings also have a depth to them, and you're also picking up messages that are very profound for people. Um, when you do a reading, how does it come through? Like, what do you feel?
At this point, I feel just almost like a storyline that comes through the pictures. So different things in there is telling me different things that may be going on. So it's like symbolism, I guess you would call it for me at this point. I do try to bring in some colors. So if the color jumps out, sometimes that color comes through for me. Sometimes it's just the a whole storyline within the whole card. It'll just something about it will just jump out and say, "Hey, well, this is what I'm getting," because it's tough. Like one reading I had, um, it was this young lady that was going through some really hard times, and I kind of got kind of pinpointing what that was with her and how to help her come out of that a bit. And yeah, it was tough for her to go through that reading. Yeah. So
So,
I hit the point with that one.
so when there's a reading, do you record it so that they can go back to it, or do they take notes, or how does that
They
work?
take notes at this point. Yeah,
Okay.
at this point. Yeah, if we did a Zoom, because so far it's only been really at two fairs that I've really gotten deep into the readings. But if I was to do it over Zoom or something like that, yeah, I can record it for them and send it to them. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
So, another question about readings. Like, so the symbolism on the card hits you, and there's something about that symbolism, and that creates a story, you said.
Yeah.
So, can you give an example?
See, I'll pull a card and see what we can do.
Oh,
How's
fun.
that?
Yeah,
Woo!
we'll see what comes up.
This is all improv here, people.
Yeah.
So this one here is the caterpillar.
Ooh, beautiful. Wow.
Yeah. This is Kim's deck. Um, this one here, I always see like with you can see right here, you see like little faces looking down. So to me,
Oh,
that's like you're
wow.
looking towards your past, and that there's like issues in your past that you're looking at and trying to recover. And the caterpillar is your growth, and that you're getting to your goal line up here so that you can sorry once you get there, you're gonna like turn into that butterfly. So it's like you're on your path. There's nowhere else you can go because you're on your path to great things.
Oh, that's a beautiful reading.
So yeah, so and then the pinks around it would be for me, it would be like your maternal love. So to love yourself and to surround yourself with more love. Um, yeah, and you're heading forwards. You got the growth here with this being larger.
Uh,
Um, and sometimes I get some other different things in there. It's like it's just kind of different each time.
yeah,
But
I
yeah,
love how you saw the detail of the faces. Like I didn't pick that up right away. Like, and now I see it. Like it's
yeah,
almost like little, I don't know, little possums looking down or something.
yes, yeah, yeah. Little faces like that. Yeah. But yeah, you're going forth, you're growing, the branch is going up, so you're going upwards, so your vibrations raising and yeah.
Have you ever thought about doing just like a general reading and putting it out for people to watch?
I started doing that on my podcast here. And it wasn't taken very well. People seem to like this here better. So I came back to doing this, but I'm getting ready to go to another show. Getting ready to sign up for another show for March of next year. So um, I'll be doing readings there too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So be practicing up on that and going forth and even trying to work on some more intuitive stuff that I'm working on right now. I'm looking for people to just practice on to just kind of help them through a situation like a spiritual coach would do. So just kind of working with that type of information. I'm still learning about it. Still learning about it. But yeah,
That's
yeah.
beautiful. I can totally see you doing that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited to learn what I can, see where I end up and see what's going to be the greatest thing ever.
Wow.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it's been
Huh.
fun. And you're going to be in the same shoe. You're going to be like getting all these people and you're going to get all these clients and you're going to be just growing, growing, growing. And yeah, it's going to be
Oh,
awesome.
totally.
Yeah, yeah, you've got them.
Um, it's kind of interesting how um I guess I'd say like the more you step into it, you there's a duality to it. Like there's this bittersweet piece of it. Like even though you went through all this at the same time, um, the light is there on the other side. Like it's totally worth it to do what you love doing, is what I'm trying to say. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm still doing the podcast. I love doing this podcast and I love the people that I've met. I love, all the subscribers out there are just really awesome people and it's just so much fun. I learned so much and people are fantastic and what a great community. It's been such a great community.
yeah, when I looked on your channel, you had so many like paranormal type uh interviews, and I thought that was fascinating too. Like there's not many people that I talk to. I mean, people are showing up randomly, but it's more for me to help. It's not really, like to do a paranormal investigation. Not that I'm into that yet, but and that's just fascinating to me. Like,
Uh-huh. Yeah, it is. I've had the experiences and everything. I have had the grays in my bedroom and multiple times, and I've had all, you know, I haven't seen a UFO, but I have had experiences that can't fully explain. Missing time, having dreams of friends in heaven, um, hearing my name. I've had a lot of different things. I've been saved by spirit from an accident. I've had a lot of stuff, and the whole thing is interesting to me. The whole thing. And I went on my first ghost hunt this past summer, and or ghost tour, and that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I got a couple spirit pictures, and yeah, I'm a wide spectrum. I like if you can see my little ET behind me here,
yeah.
he likes
Like,
to poke through sometimes there. But yeah, I it's the whole thing just fascinates me. This everything about all of this is like working with energy is just amazing.
I
Amazing.
agree.
It's wow. I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, it's there's so much to it. And now it's like, what do you mean you don't believe? What do you mean? Slap, slap, slap. Because it's like, it's so there. It's like, come on, how could you not see this? Or how could you not believe, But, you know, it's the way it
Aw.
is. But it's like, it's just so cool. I love it. Love it all.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there's just so much.
Yeah. And I'm sure I haven't even touched it yet, of what's all out there. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so cool. So
Beautiful.
cool. So where are your plans of in the future? Where are you heading and where can people get a hold of you?
Well, I like to do in person type Reiki, but I also do distance through Zoom. Um, so Owl, the Owl app is probably the easiest way to get a hold of me. And Owl is spelled OWWLL. So
Okay.
two W's and two L's. And I'm usually on there from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday. So I take calls for distance healing on Owl. So if you're ever interested,
And what time zone
I
are
think
you in?
Central,
Central.
Central
Okay.
time.
So people know. Okay.
So that's probably the easiest way to get a hold of me. I also have a YouTube channel. So it's Chrystal Meach, and I call the podcast Tao of the Heart. Tao means code or principle of behavior. Um, and yeah, I mean, people can email me. I advertise locally, and I'm in the Milwaukee area. And yeah, that's probably the easiest way to get a hold of me.
All right. And we'll put that down in the notes, everyone, so you can look back at it. So awesome. Well, awesome. Wonderful. Well, I'm so happy you were able to join us today. And it's about
Thank you for
nighttime for
having me.
you out there, right? Seven
Yep.
o'clock? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I will let you go about your evening and thank you for being with us and explaining all of this Reiki stuff to us. And forgive me for talking so much. I must be on this talk. Just
No,
get going.
I love to ask questions.
There you go. But yes, thank you so much for being on the show. And if
Thank
anyone
you for
out
having me.
there, oh, of course, absolutely. If anyone else out there has a story you would like to share, email me at lighttalk423@gmail.com and we'll get connected. So we'll see everybody next time. And thank you again for being with me. Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you. Bye.